What is up, everybody? All right, what are we doing here today? Well, let's get that microphone a little closer for starters. There we go. That's a bit better. We are working on Project Hack here. Project Hack. Okay, I'm pretty sure those sounds are working today. Hey, Mono, how you doing, buddy? How is Saturday treating you? Because you live in the future. Everybody, Mono lives in the future, in case you don't know. Oh, okay, it's treating him that well. All right. So working on my Project Hack here game here on Fridays now. We are just getting this working here. So gonna reset the game. This is my idle game here. Building using Unreal Engine. Rebuild from Unity. You can find this game at projecthack.net. And I'm doing pretty good here with this so far. We're reskinning the interface. You can see some of the old interface here with some of the buttons, and that we're reskinning it as I'm building out the engine here. And it's not very pretty right now, but we've got the multiplayer account creation stuff there as well. They changed the stream stickers from pages to a scroll view. Thank you. Oh, they have? Good. Because isn't that other one really annoying? You have to like go through pages and pages and pages. Yeah. Or maybe I just did it to annoy you, Mono. I don't know. Could be one of the two. Yeah, 30 pages. I know, right? Great stickers, but my gosh. So, the idea here for this game, for those of you who have not seen this, and let me put this here. Hold on. If you are all interested here, you can go to projecthack.net, which is where this game's website is coming together. Now, the idea here is it's an idle-based game, right? So you make choices and you accumulate resources. In this case, hacker power. And you mine dark web coins. The choices that you make and the upgrades that you make greatly affect these two numbers. Why does that matter? Well, it matters because when I've got it going here, not only will you need that to fight bosses, but you will also need that to fight each other. That's right, folks. This is going to be multiplayer at the end of this. I know, right? Hey, this guy NZ. How you doing, buddy? Before I forget, before I go any further, I promised this guy NZ I would show him something in Unity. So let's fire Unity up. We're going to take life in our hands here. We're going to have Unity and Unreal Engine running at the same time. What could possibly go wrong? What could possibly go right? Let's get this coming up here. Come on, Unity Hub. Come on. Come on, Unity Hub. Oh, that's right. I gotta, hang on. I gotta click on some things here. There we go. Let me see if I can get this to open here. And actually, you will see the original version of Project Hack if this opens, which it might. Yeah, looks like it wants to. All right. So here you go. You'll get to see a better glimpse of this game here. Do what I need to do. What I need to do is just have fun. And this is fun. So we're good. So, okay, this is the one that I'm multiplayer one. I'm building out in Unreal Engine. This is the original one. And this one is in Unity. So, hold on. I gotta find all the things I'm looking for here. Now, interesting thing here is gonna be. Hold on, I gotta remember how to do this. Scenes. Start. Main menu. Main game, right? Yeah, main game. That's the one we want. Let me see if I can get this to run here, and you'll see the difference. Watch it all go completely kaboomski. Coco Type is raiding? What is that all about? Hey, Coco Type. Hello, raiders. How you doing? Howdy, howdy, donuts. How's everyone doing? How is the stream, Coco Type? How you doing, buddy? What were you working on? All right, so this is the Unity version, right? And then there is the Unreal version. Now, hey, ask him about Tourist. Oh, is he working with Tourist again? Uh-oh. 20 questions about Tourist. Oh, I wonder who had those questions, right, Adam? Who could that be? Do we know anyone? Sounds like rhymes with mono. Oh, thank you, Escamina. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate the bits. All right, so yeah, let's see first of all, right? So here's the version in Unity. Let me just explain this one quickly. So same thing, right? Your 3 resource tabs. The difference here is this one's obviously more complete. This is the solo version. So you buy items to make some upgrades. We've got to build that out. We've got to fight bosses. So I need 250 hacking power to fight the boss, right? And then here is some random events and stuff. Maybe I'm going to gain something. Maybe I'll get hacked. Who knows, right? So that is the difference here. This is the single player version, right? So I can go in here, like I could do that. Now I'm getting 3 newbies join me per hack, right? So you can see it's going up by 3. It's going to cost me 10 to upgrade them to a script kiddie, right? When I do that, it affects the speed of these numbers, as you can see with all the stuff here. Or I can just say, hey, get me as many as I can, right? I think you're getting the idea of how this works. Now, there's a lot more in this one. You can see, for example, you want to get a dark web node? Well, that is going to cost you dearly. It's going to cost you 100 root access, 800 desktops, 200 laptops, 120 routers, and 300 servers, right? So you get the idea. Over time, you're going to build those up, right? But what I want to show my friend here in this version is if I go to the game, I think it's the main game canvas. Over here, folks, this is the one for this guy NZ. This is what you're interested in, buddy. I see the points are already coming in for me to learn Rust and make an application. That is the challenge we've got going here. So you're going to look for this one, Canvas Scaler, right? And UI scale mode here. You're going to scale with screen size. You've got some reference resolution, right? But you want to put this match at halfway, 0.5. So, or as close as damn it, right? Either one's fine. That, I think, will solve the issues with your scaling problem, this guy, NZ. So, a stream goal. Yes, there is a stream goal, Adam Wolf. I snuck it in off stream. And basically, if you all contribute enough points, then what is going to happen is I am going to learn just enough Rust from knowing nothing to make some kind of application. Oh, okay. So this guy NC says, you've tried that. You tried this and it's not working for you. All right. That is definitely key number 1. Now, the other thing I have, I don't know if you're going to need this or not. I did for what I'm doing. I got this safe area script here, and it's going to conform. I've got both the boxes checked, and that's going to make sure that the UI conforms to staying within the safe area boundaries, right? And it's going to work in conjunction with this one, Canvas Scale up here. This safe area script, I found it on GitHub. Yeah. pixels per unit setting you have. I have I didn't change them. They're the default. So I haven't tweaked anything there. Right? Mine's set to 100, didn't change it. See you, Donuts. Have a good one, my friend. Oh, you can't see it because of the chat? Dang you, chat. All right, hang on. Let me try and move that over. Let's see. There you go. Pixels 100, right? So 0.5 and 100. And the screen match mode is set to match width or height. And that makes mine scale rather nicely. I think the Steam Deck is 16:9 or maybe it's 16:10. I thought it was 16:9. Thank you. Thank you, Mono. Bourbon at this hour? Yes, remarkably like Diet Coke. Now the my reference resolution, by the way, I should mention here, 2420 by 1080, works out rather nicely for all of the devices I was targeting. So I hope that helps, right? But yeah, so this is what the full game looks like as a single player. The difference that we're going for here is when let's see if we can get up to the full boss here. It's been a while since I hacked a boss, right? And you can see on the tooltip here, I actually give the numbers. Hopefully you can see them on the stream. It tells you how many dark web coins and hacking power you get for each one, right? And they're all different. So the math folks out there can go nuts and have some fun with it. Let's see if we can get our hacking power up to 250. It actually won't take that long because I've played this before, folks. I know, right? We're gonna increase the professional generation. So I'm gonna learn some new techniques to boost professional recruitment rate. That's what I'm doing right there. I've done it. And one of those. So that's gonna speed everything along nicely. So you can see now I've increased that professional recruitment rate. I now get 2 per hire. There's one of those random events I was talking about. 1 root network access gained. Yay me, right? Look at that. I got one of those. It comes up in my hacker log over here. This is all going to help nicely. I got a whole 1 hacking power. I know. Bourbon. Yeah. Bourbon. How do I pronounce it? Bourbon? Bourbon. I just say bourbon. Yeah. Yeah. So we're gonna leave this one ticking here. Let's see. We get this going up here a little bit. Let's get some more of these. There we go. Notice every time you get a resource, you upgrade a resource, the cost goes up. So choose wisely is my suggestion, right? But feel free to ask any questions about this game while I'm doing this here. And then once we beat the first boss, hopefully, I'll go back to the Unreal Engine one. We're just chilling, having some fun with game dev here. Questions about this game, you say? Yes, I do say games. Not Tourist. No, not questions about Tourist. No Tourist in Unity. No, right? When the game loses focus, goes in the background on your phone or whatever, and you come back, depending on the amount of time it's been in the background, you earn resources while you're not playing the game. Hence the idle aspect of the game, right? Yeah, got you, Mono. Got you before it happened. if I was to rebuild it with Tourist, it would. How would I go about it? Very, very, very badly. Very badly. I actually did build a partial version of this with Swift UI, believe it or not. Just, well, because I could. Is the answer there. So, yeah. All right, let's see. We're going to buy some more of these. 12 per hack, that's going to help me a lot. I want to get up here, get a couple of professionals. I only need 100 script kiddies. So this is the Unity one for Android, and the EH is Godot with Android support. Correct. Yes. This Unity one actually ran on iOS and Android. The version that I'm building in Unreal will do the same, but potentially a Windows, Mac, and Steam version. The Godot version of Endless Hurdles, same thing. I'm aiming for Windows, Mac, Steam, Android, and iOS. Not Switch, because Nintendo did not allow me into the Switch program and gave me no reason as to why they wouldn't either. Boo them. So their loss. Yeah. Did you have something in Godot, or was that... Yes, I am also making my course in Godot. You are quite right. So it's all going on in all the places because it's just fun to do it, right? Day job stuff, mobile apps is fun enough, but I can just remove all the restrictions while I'm doing this and have fun with it. Oh, there you go. So there you go. See, I got 12 recruits while the game was in the background, and 0.1 of a dark web coin. A dark web coin. I don't know why. I just like saying it like that. Come on, let's get to 100 here. They said Nintendo no. Oh, I see what you did there, Notify. How you doing, buddy? How was your week? Yeah, see what you did. Yeah, and that's why Rust is next. Yeah, Rust. Rust again because why not, right? If we can't be adventurous and try these different things, I don't know what we should be doing. Although I will be talking again very soon with the folks who make Skip Tools, skip.tools, about their tools that you can use to get this, folks, write Swift to make Android apps. I know, it's very cool. And they have a new milestone we're going to get together again and talk about. Yeah, I got to catch them all, Game Engine Edition. Yeah. Oh, look, we got one level 2 network access gained. Yay. See? That's how hard my hackers are working for me. Here we go. Let's get 2 of those. All going to help my hacking power. By the way, your dark web coins and your hacking power, yes, it mostly goes up, but it can go down. For example, you do not want to lose a fight against a boss, so be sure you think you're in with a good chance of beating the boss. And I'll say this much. Having more hacking power than the boss does not guarantee a win, because that would be too easy, right? Yeah, redeem 200 hacking power. You know what? Have 250 on me. Just have the 250, this guy, NZ. Just have them. Yeah. You're going down, Nooms. Oh, I've killed Nooms so many times. Well, not in this game, but in other games. In this game, I've hacked him plenty of times. In this particular version, by the way, I'm trying to get it so that I can issue a new build for you all to play this one again, because the old builds have expired. So there's 20, I think it's 25 bosses in this version. I can't remember. You must add a numeric value representing salary. Yeah. Favorite boss is Dr. Sal Anon. Um, we do have a list somewhere, don't we, of all the bosses? Because some of the bosses were indeed contributed by the users in the chat room. All right, let's see here. Let's get let's have one of those, one of those. Let's go on a shopping spree, shall we? One of those, some of those. Billy Bob Buttery Biscuit. Thank you. Appreciate that. What a great name. Thank you for the follow. The stream is going good. Thank you so much and appreciate the follow. It is going good. We are just we are playing the Unity version of the game here, and then we are going to switch up where I'm building it over in Unreal Engine. How are you doing? Really want a biscuit now, right? Yeah. Yeah. All right, let's buy some more items here. So the idea here as well, of course, is it starts off arguably slow because, hey, that's the way it's meant to be, right? You're going to be playing this game for a long time because you don't even have to be playing it and it'll be in the background doing its thing. So, you know, you're not going to massively accumulate at the beginning, but it does ramp up rather rapidly because um, these bosses here, to take each one down, ramps up rather severely too. Plus, when the multiplayer aspect is in here, you're going to need all the help you can get. Oh, yeah. Because I know you're all going to be hacking each other like crazy, right? But I'm going to do my best to make it fair. You can't hack just anybody. So you can't pick on the little person and you can't, you know, go crazy. It'll be within certain bounds, but I'm not going to tell you what those are yet. Yeah. Because you have to beat the final boss to finally exit the application. Ah, yeah, that would be interesting, wouldn't it? Yeah, no exit button until you get to the end. Yeah. I do love that name, Billy Bob Buttery Biscuit. Just feels good to say it, doesn't it? Yeah. We're just one follower short of 300. Pretty exciting, folks. Will it happen? It might, right? All right, let's get some more of those. Let's ramp some of these up. Let's see. We haven't lost anything yet. No, see, look, we've got 2 level 1 access. We've got 1 level 2 and 2 root access. By the way, the little red dot that appears on these means I have enough to do something here, right? So I've got 100 of the, I got 10 desktops, right? I can do that. Over here, it's telling me that I've gotten enough to do something over here. So there we go. And it's not just, the idea here is not just to put, you know, like buy resources like this. There is another aspect to this which I have not built in yet, which you may have noticed. There's an inventory and a research and a way to get coins. There's one other feature that's not in this version, which is random. Well, it's more than one really. Some random events that are things like, you know, once a week, once a month, you could go to a, you know, hacker conference in the game and maybe get some things there or sell some things or take advantage of some of the things that you have in your inventory. That's not built in here yet. That's still to go, but I think you get the idea, right? It's kind of a, you know, multifaceted way to mess with this. Yeah. You can make the AI version next where you hire GPT-3 accounts, Copilot developer docs, and maybe a Devon. You know, there is an AI button. I've disabled it temporarily in the Unreal version, but there is an AI one for when you totally get, you know, Uber. Yeah. All right. See, we're getting there, right? We're going to ramp these up here. So give me 1 second here. Yeah, so if you're interested in some more details, here it is, right? It's not too much on here right now, but projecthack.net, right? And it's, I'll be honest, it's very out of date. I have been crazy busy with lots of other projects and things, but it'll give you a few more details on it. It'll take you, there is a thing, you can sign up to be a beta tester. It's quiet at the moment, like I say, the current builds have expired, but you can sign up to get the new ones when I get there. Clicking the read the blog will take you over to my blog. Come on my blog, come on my blog. With all the posts. Bright light, bright light. With all the posts, right, for the whole history of the game. Right, and I'm actually getting ready to issue a new one, so you can keep up and follow along. Bright light, bright light. All right, I'm gonna leave this running here for a second. I'm gonna go grab me some coffee, believe it or not, because it should be ready. So you can watch this for a second, and I will be right back here, folks. All right, okay. I got water for hydrate and some coffee. How are we doing here? Yeah, hydrated. Is that a new sticker? I haven't seen that one before. Anyone seen that one before? Now, while this is going here, I want to show you this. This is cool. I built this in Unity using... Oh, where are you? Can't remember how to use Unity. It's been a while. Here it is. Nope. How do I get the window? Hold on. Oh, I remember. I remember. I think I remember. Blackboard. No. So I'm actually using the Flow Canvas plugin here. This whole, well, most of this thing is using visual coding, right? Blueprints as we know them in over in Unreal Engine. But what I love about this, absolutely love, is let's take something here, right? So this dark web coin calculator, it'll show me, you see how this, maybe hopefully you can see on the stream, this lights up yellow. It shows you the flow of the code, right? And gives you the values. It is fantastic for debugging. So look at this one here, right? The hacker upgrade notification where it's always checking, right? Same for all these other ones. Look, you can see this flow. I can't zoom in anymore, unfortunately. Sorry. You can see the flow of the code, and it's telling me like this is true going in here, and so you can just follow And if there's some problem with your code, it's going to come up here in red. It is great for this here, by the way. All of this is essentially the whole code for the entire game, right? There's some crazy math that goes on here for some random things. Like, look at this. Look at this. It's crazy. Crazy. So there you go. But I love this visual. I mentioned it before. I'd love to have this in Swift, wouldn't you? Right? Oh my God, yes, wouldn't you? Yes, yes, Adam Wolf, it is. The OG stickers, not at all new. Okay. This might be a job for a custom script to go figure out this evening and release a Linux test build. Do it. Do it. We want to play your game on Linux. Yes, we do. I'm going to give you a shout out here, this guy NZ. Folks, you should go check out this guy NZ's streams and his awesome game called The Box. That is all we're going to tell you. It is cool. Just all we're going to tell you. But yeah, totally would love to have this in Swift and a few other languages. It's just great. Now, you actually can rewire this in real time while you're running the game as well, which is cool, right? So, you know, you can do things and break them and all that fun stuff. But this was a fun thing to do. You know, I've written in Unity before with C# and stuff, but I was like, you know what, to hell with it. I'm going to do it this way because like custom events and stuff, super easy to throw it around. This is a paid plugin, but this was one, I got this on one of those deal package things on Humble Bundle probably, but it's great fun. And it's just a nice way to work. It's very comprehensive. All right, let's get some upgrades here. How are we doing? 61? All right, let's speed this along. I mean, here's the other thing, right? I was saying about that. I could cheat. Shall I cheat? I'm going to cheat. If I go over here, let me find it all. So here's all the variables from that blackboard, that flow canvas you just saw in real time. Here's all the numbers for the game, right? So I could say, like, my newbie count. Yeah, I got 3,000. Right? Just like that. It's great for debugging. So we're gonna speed this along a bit here. I've just remembered that in my pocket I found 200 masters. Don't tell anybody. Yeah. So it's gonna go through and it'll catch up on its calculations here. But you know, we could do like let's help some of these along their way, right? I got 100 routers because, well, I found them. Simple as that, right? All that matters is that I found them. Shh, don't tell anybody, right? Yeah, we totally want a Linux build of this game. Of this guy NZ's game, The Box. In fact, actually, look, I'll give you a sneak peek of his game right here, folks, while we're waiting for that to catch up. Here it is, right? Full screen goodness. Yeah. I saved the game, recovered my health, and I haven't even died yet. I'm using the arrow keys here, but one thing, this guy NZ, I couldn't jump. Please help me because I couldn't jump. We're going to enter the store. Oh, I didn't buy it. Confirm. I guess the leave the shop wasn't obvious, by the way. But yeah, we're totally jumping now, right? Uh-oh. 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 We froze it. I was so nearly jumping. But that's his game that he's working on. It's like you don't watch his streams. Yeah, right. Except I do. Well, not this week. Nobody streams this week. Yeah. Bugs, bugs, bugs. Yeah. Bugs and more bugs. What it's all about, right? Let's boost these up here a bit. I think I deserve. Oh, let's do this. Let's go nuts. So I'm now getting 250 newbies per game hack. That's going to help quite a lot. Let's do this. Let's catch up on some of these. Actually, you know what? Should we go totally nuts? I just remembered I've got 7,000 script kiddies. I'm kind of breaking the math here a little bit now, right? Yeah, you found it EH floating +5 buttons. Yeah, that's true. You were terrible at that. Sorry. All right. Let's buy some more things here. Oh, I got another root level network access. Here we go. That'll chunk those numbers up real big. Just for the record, you can't cheat like this in the actual game. Want to point that out? And hold on, let me find the right one. The newbie dark web multiplier. Gonna help that along a little bit there. Look at that. 0.02 now. Yeah. Now, when we get to 250 or higher, we'll be able to take on the boss here. All right, so we can take on the first boss, right? Hopefully this is going to work here. So you can see, here's my hacking power. Here's the bosses, but there are some other things I'm not going to tell you about. We're going to start the hack. I won. Thank goodness. All right. So because I won, I got 1,000 extra newbie hackers, 10 masters, 10 routers, 5 root access, and 2 servers. And oh, the next boss is me. This is one of my online nicknames. I am swift as a blade. So there you go. Right? I think you get the idea. So that's it in Unity. Don't save those hacked numbers. And this is the new build for multiplayer in Unreal Engine. Right. So I have not finished building this logic yet. I built the logic in a separate game, separate prototype app to finesse that and get it working. This is not the final UI, obviously, right? But for now, you can just jump in with a single player game. So you can see I've got all of this logic working. All these numbers are not in place yet. Again, building the engine first. I want to take a look at a bit at the upgrade panel here today. This one has not been converted yet. Actually, I might do that first. These are the newer buttons in here. It's got a newer look and all those things going on. But right now, yeah, there's nothing in this panel, right? For those of you who are wondering, these are all widgets. Everything in here as a UI in Unreal Engine is essentially a widget, is what they call them. And this entire game is a widget, right? So all your interfaces, you know, you're playing a game, you see a health bar and so on. That's what these are. They're widgets. So we've got this one here. This is the main game widget. And then there's a couple of other things going on. Some other blueprints that I've got in here for the data. You have these structures and these data tables. I'll dive into this quick. So for example, a dark web coin, right? It has a resource name and a dark web resource, I should have said. Here it's got a name and a big integer for its price, right? And then think of that as a struct, right? It's a structure. And then over here in a data table is a table of those structures, right? Where, you know, I've got each one in here with its name and its value. That's how this works. Or at least that's how I'm doing this in Unreal Engine, all right? In the real game, that wouldn't be cheating. It's a hacking game. You're quite right, Adam Moore. Yeah, I'm not cheating. I'm just taking advantage of my own design of the game, right? Yeah. By the way, I did think of another element the other day for this, which is maybe adding some kind of, see what you'll think, some kind of visual puzzles as a way to hack things as well and get stuff, right? So I am thinking about visual elements within the game, not just that UI layer, but you know, again, this was something that I intended that would build out over time, right? The key part for me, the whole linchpin to the whole thing is the idea that Nooms, who is the boss and a very good friend of mine, when he and I came up with this, you know, we were talking about this, and I had this idea for the game. We both realized the ability for the multiplayer to hack each other is the key driver to the whole thing. That we realized, like, shit, yeah, that's what we want to do, right? So, you know, there's going to be other elements around that, but it's vital that I get that one in there. All right, so yeah, that's the data structures, right? Um, and I just built this one last night here. So same thing again, the resource name, the cost, right? Which is what's going to be going in the items panel here. And then, you know, like this one here, we've got, again, this structure, right? It's got a name and a value. And this one is, sorry, wrong one. Actually, no, sorry, that is the right one. This one is the dark web coins that you get per item. And this one is the hacking power that you get per item, right? So anytime I invent something new, I just got to add a new row to these tables in the game, right? Now these widgets, like I say, they're all blueprints. If I go in here, there's essentially the way I'm doing these is they are screens. They are whole screens, right? So we've got the main game that you see right there. This one is the menu that is loaded over the top, and once it's not needed anymore, goes away, right? Or you can go back to it. This one here is going to be the event log for when you know you earn something or you lose it or whatever's going on. It's going to notify you in the game. Think of it as the idea being it's like your terminal, right? So that's how that works. Let's see, what else do we got here? That's the blueprints. In here for the graphics, you know, and the sprites, they're all just a whole bunch of, I know, shocking graphics, right? But the ones that I'm reskinning this with, hang on, I'll find them. There's a lot. I'm reskinning them. So there's things like, let's have a look at this one. No, actually, let's go for the demo. This will take a second, but let's take that one. you know, this comes with it to give you an example of some of the layouts of all the widgets, things like that, right? So, you know, here's like a chat box type thing over here. It's a player and so on. So I'm just building out widgets based on this pack, as it were, right? So let's take a look at the visual code for this game. This, you know, this game is, as I mentioned in my latest podcast episode. I guess I should do the right thing. I should give you a link for that, shouldn't I? Hang on. I'm gonna do it. You can't stop me. I'm gonna do it. It's gonna happen. Maybe. Right? Here you go. I just put out a new episode of my UI Buzz podcast. Right there. Thank you, Mono. That episode I put out today, where I sort of recap a lot of this and bring everyone back up to speed as I'm spinning this project up. Oh my God, this thing's tight. Hold on. Why is it water bottles are always so wet that you can't ever open the damn things because they're so bloody tight? And then when you do, half the bottle of water goes everywhere. Why is that? What is that about? Life, nature, universe, karma? Which one is it, right? Thank you, Mono. You just want to see me struggle with the bottle. I know. All right, so yeah, let's take a look at the code, right? Again, I've done this with visual coding because it's just fun, right? Why not? These are all, like so many of these projects, they're excuses to play with things, right? So this is the design view. If I go over to the graph view, oh yeah, look at this. Look at all that, right? Let's explain. Let's take some of these buttons, right? Let's take a button here. I'm going to pick a button. We're going to do the button to show the hackers. This tab button right here, right? Actually, let's do a more interesting one. Let's do this one. So when you hire a script kiddie, down here it fires off the onClicked event. It's going to switch me over to the graph view. Here it is, right? So I'm using custom, oh my God, custom events, essentially. Sorry, in this. We would call them signals in Godot, and messages here in Unreal. So when you click the button, right, it's going to find all the actors using that an interface that I've got listed here, which is the hire script kiddie interface. It's then going to loop through each of those and send them the message that this event is triggered, right? They're going to get this message and respond to it. So what does that mean? Well, let's follow this through here, right? In this case, we're going to go back to the main game. Nothing to see visually here, but let's go to the level blueprint, right? And so you can see here script kiddie events, right? When the main game, which is essentially subscribe to the interface, right? When it gets that event, it's going to trigger this. So it's going to create this thing. It's going to get a cast of the game instance. It's going to look for the script kiddie count, right? It's a variable. It is going to add a number to it, right? Let me try and move these around, right? It's going to get the script kiddie count. It's going to increase it to start off with by 1, right? And then we target some other things. So it's then going to take the script kiddie count, add that value. It's going to take the newbie count and remove whatever the cost is from that structure and that data table, right? So in this case, 100 newbies, right? So it's going to remove 100 newbies from the newbie count, figure out what that number is, and then set the newbie count to that new value, right? There it all is, visually laid out for you. Very similar pattern for so many of these things. um, when it comes to getting those resources. The one for getting the max is interesting. Slight tweak to it. Starts out the same way, but we've got this sequence here, right? And it's going to start by doing the 0 in the sequence, and it's going to basically do some math. It's going to divide however many newbies I've got by the cost of a script kiddie. That tells me you can afford 7 script kiddies to be hired, right? So it's going to do the math. It's going to add the 7 to the script kiddies, figure out how many newbies need to remove from those numbers, and do the same thing and reset that number. So there's a bit of a loop in there on a sequence, right? So that's that. A lot of similar patterns there for the resources. These ones up here are very interesting, maybe. When the game begins, right, event begin play, we set the actor tick enabled. So in other words, I'm starting the game loop, right? Now, next thing that happens here is we go to the main menu. If on the main menu you click to play the game, right? We're either gonna, first thing we're gonna do is get this custom event here and says, oh, main menu button was clicked. We're gonna go through and say, okay, is there a saved game already? Have I played this before and there's saved data? If there isn't, it's going to create a new game save that'll be empty, right? And then on the branch here, we're going to go to this create new game save. I'll dive in here in a second. You can see that there's a lot of fun logic here, right? We'll dive in a second. If it does exist, it's going to load it and go get that data. These are going to look really horrible for a second here, folks. This is not optimized yet, obviously, because I'm still building it. Let's dive into this. I know, right? Look at all of this. First thing we're going to do is say, okay, right, we get the game instance. We're going to set it to essentially, if you're talking about, think about Swift or something like that, view controller, right? Your single player game instance is kind of like a view controller, right? Kind of like that, or an app delegate, something along those lines. We're going to create a new save game object, and we're going to give it a bunch of variables, basically, right? Look at this. Look at this nightmare. We're going to give it a whole bunch of variables, right? And then we're going to say save it to a game slot. That is all you need to do to have Unreal Engine save a binary file version of the saved game, right? The load game is obviously the reverse. We're going to load up the file. We're going to get all these variables and populate the variables in the game from loading them, right? But that is essentially it. All that crazy wiring right there, that's all that really is here's a list of variables. Create that variable with its default value. Once you've got them all, save the game, right? It's really that, that's how it is. Now, the load is very similar. Sorry, which one did I do there? Did I do that one? Yeah, so yeah, load and save. The only difference being the data's either coming in or the data's going out, right? So that's that. Now the whole game tick, the whole game loop for this, right, is right here, this event tick. And all we're doing is we're saying, look, I'm going to run a sequence here, right? First of all, I'm going to update the game. We'll work through this in a second. And then after I've done that, I'm going to save the game data. So if the game crashes, user closes the game on a mobile device, on desktop or whatever, the chances of them losing data pretty darn small, right? Now, the game tick. So every 2 seconds, I'm running the game tick. I'm not running it every frame. That would be crazy, right? This delay here of 2 seconds is delaying every 2 seconds. Make these calculations. Show you why. This will be fun. If I set it to 0, right, no delay, so it's going to rely on the frame rate that the machine can run at, things are going to get a little nuts, right? Watch this. Yeah, I think you get the idea now, right? All well and great, um, but you don't want the game to run that fast. Simple as that. Okay. Uh, so that's what this is. This is essentially saying run my calculation loop every 2 seconds, right? Now, why did I choose 2 seconds? It's just a number I picked at the end of the day because there will be things in the game where you will be able to speed it up and slow it down, right? So essentially by changing that number, that's what we're having happen here. The way I've architected this, I can change that value and affect the speed of the whole game in either direction. So that's handy, right? I'm gonna reset these numbers because they were a little high. There you go. So that's what that's doing there, right? So every 2 seconds, we're gonna go in. Um, we're gonna do some calculations. First thing we're gonna do is the resource that you automatically get is a newbie, right? So every game tick, you're gonna get a certain amount of newbies. It's very simple. All we're gonna do is we're gonna say, what is that count, right? And how many should I get per game tick? Starts off at 1. You can buy upgrades to make that go quicker, right? So we just add them together. We set the new newbie count. Simple as that, right? And then once that's done, we go on to calculate how much dark web coin do I have? And then after that, we calculate what's my hacking power. Why do we do it this way? Well, because we don't want to calculate what our totals are until we know all of the other calculations have taken place, right? All of my counts for my hackers, my machines, and everything else, everything in the game loop has completed. Great. Now go ahead and calculate my, player dark web, my dark web coin count, and my hacking power count. Now, because this is a sequence, once all of that has completed, it will then resave the data. Again, making sure we've got the latest data stored persistently. Feel free to ask questions, but that's how this works. And so you can see that, a lot of the game really here is just math, and then going through these loops. Now, some other things in here. Let's see, what else do we have? So when we raise the newbie rate, right? When I make a dark web coin purchase to raise that up, again, similar pattern. Just gonna get, how many am I getting per tick right now? Okay, increase it by 1. Set the value. Once that's in place, remember this loop is running every 2 seconds. It'll just update everything else. Simple as that. That's how this works, right? Very simple, logical structure, I think. So that is that. Gonna save this. Get rid of that. Save this. Let's see what else is worth talking about in here quickly. I think that might be it, right? These all follow very similar patterns. And when I come to optimize this, each of these green panels can probably be chunked down into one blueprint and just throwing different parameters at it. So I don't need all of these, right? But while I'm working out the logic and the values and everything else, they are all in there so that I can just see what's going on and, again, visually debug the code. Let's see if I can get this. Got the game running here, right? I'm going to move it off to one side. Let me see if I can show you. Let's go to the main game. I think it's going to let me do it in here right now. No, I can't show it to you right now. But similar deal like you saw with the flow script, right? Is going on there. All right, let's stop that. So that's basically where it's at. very much a replication of what Unity does, but in the world of Unreal Engine. So yeah, last night I updated the buttons on the hackers on the machines. You can see these new designs here. I need to update the ones over here, just the visuals. Now, I'm going to do that quickly here because it's kind of funny what happens, right? I'm going to take, just because of the layout, just going to copy all of those buttons right there. Go into the network node. These are tabs, by the way, so that's why they're changing. When I click over here, the interface, the editor is updating to show me the tabs. I'm going to paste in all these buttons, and it's going to get a bit weird for a second, but just going to roughly put those there for a second, right? Now, this is a funny little quirk that I figured out a shortcut to doing this, and I'm going to share it with you now. So I got these new buttons in here, right? But the problem is everything is wired up to these old ones, okay? So I'm going to copy that name. I'm going to select the one right there. For some reason it jumps to the graph. I don't know why it does that, but I'm going to select that one right there. And I'm now going to delete the old button underneath it, which is going to break the code. And you'll see that this is where this visual decoding, debugging comes in. I'm going to put the new name in there for that code. It's going to jump me over here. Now, what it's saying is there's an error. And it's saying, wait a minute. There was this thing called button by level 1 access. But something's changed about it. And so I don't know that I can let you have this code anymore. I don't know if it's valid. I don't know if you can do these nodes from this. Well, since they're both buttons, and I know it can, I don't have to rewire it. I can just right-click it and say, refresh the node. It'll reanalyze, go, oh, wait a minute, that is a button. Yeah, and fix it, right? It'll also break. Let me see if I can find it. Here, right? It's going to break it here and go, wait a minute. What the hell's the deal here, right? You got to figure this out. Again, same thing. I can just right click it in the right place and go refresh, and it's going to fix the code. For some reason, this one, it does do that. So I'm just going to reattach it, rehook the code up there, and it's good to go. Button replaced. I was doing all that manually last night till I tried that, and I was like, wait, can I do this? And sure enough, that refresh fixes it for me. So I'm going to do a similar thing here. Copy that. When I leave that field, it's going to jump over to the graph for some reason. So I'm going to do that. We're going to find it here. Level 2 access right there. We'll delete that one. And again, this only works because they're all buttons. At least at the core level here. So I'm going to do that. That's that one. Gonna find the right one. There it is. Okay. I'm gonna rename that. Jump over, right click, refresh the node, problem solved. And then same thing up here, right click, refresh the node, rewire it in there, done. Right? So now if I run this, he says, hopefully, when I go to the networks tab, we've got our buttons, and all the logic is in place and should work just as well as it ever did before. In this case, I haven't fully wired these ones up, so it wasn't working. It won't work now either, but it's no worse off than it was before, right? But I want to finish doing these quickly. So we're going to do this. How you doing this guy, NZ? Did you find your issue? Where are you? There you are. Refresh node. All right, that is those 4 done. Let's make sure. I'll fix the position here in a second. Yep, okay, let's get this other side going here, the Bimax. Bimax! Brought to you, filmed in Bimax. Gotta be in there somewhere. There it is. Yep, get rid of that one. Bye-bye. And then find the right one. There it is. It would be terribly bad to wire up the wrong function to the button. Bimax root access. Sounds like some kind of Dungeons and Dragons or superhero thing, doesn't it? Last one. There we go. Save it. Compile the blueprint. Always compile your blueprints. There we go. All right. Now let's fix up the position. I have a post-it note with some numbers. Here it is. The magic post-it note. All right. I want that one to be below that one. Wait a minute. I don't think that one renamed itself, did it? Oh, cheeky. Button, buy. Level 1, access. Right? What's that all about? Why didn't you rename yourself, cheeky? All right. Okay, let's look at these numbers here. 620, 55. 195, 740. Yeah. 120, 620. Yeah. 740, 195. Nah, that doesn't sound right. 120. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. 620, 195. There you go. Third row. I'm just setting the positions here. 620, 270. So close. So now, when I switch to all the tabs, all those new buttons should be in the same place and they shouldn't jump around. There we go. Beautiful. All right. We're going to do this. We're going to fire up our source control. We're going to make a commit because we don't want stuff to be not committed. Not committing to source control, we will only regret it later, right? Updated network buttons, network resource buttons. Stage all the files. Commit them to source control. We are committed. Now we can break things and roll backwards. Yay! Come on, GitHub. There you go. Awesome. Right, that's that done. Whew, that's the interface updated. Okay. Oh, this guy NZ, if you are watching and you can hear me, you'll appreciate this. This guy NZ is having some fun with interface scaling at the moment. And if you want to see how badly it can go, if you don't set everything, watch this. Because, oh boy, I haven't put all the correct anchors in yet because just got to get to it. Yeah. So there you go, this guy NZ. You think you got trouble? Look at this thing. Not pretty. Yeah. So I got to work all of this out still. I have not got them all in place yet because it didn't matter at the time. So there you go. If you trust me, you're not the only one. Wanted to give you that to make you feel better about it. So there you go. All right. Let's see here. So that's those. I want to put in some. Want to start working on the item panel. For me, the way I work with these things, for folks who might have not been to many of these before, yeah, enjoy. Yeah. I like to get the functionality in before I go back and like, okay, let's fix all the little bits, right? So right now, oh, come on. You're not gonna let me click on that? There you go. So I want to get the functionality in before I do the cleanup on the UI and things like that. Horrible, nasty anchors. So that means working on the items panel, this new panel that's not quite there yet. Why is it not letting me click on these things? What? Have I totally broken Unreal Engine? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, but come on. I'm trying to click there and it's all way off. Look, it's like one row off. Hang on, what's going on? All right, for starters, let's close down Unity. Is it better now? No, it's still not better. All right, Unreal. We'll just restart you. That's what we'll do. I actually prefer using Unreal on Windows. I know it pains me greatly to say that. It just gives me less issues than it does on Mac. All right. There we go. See, can I click on things now? Now I can click on things again. Okay, so yeah, this items panel, right? Nothing in it right now. Want to start adding some items in here. So what I thought I would do, I go to the widgets demo here. There was basically some designs that I liked here. I think, is it that one? It's not that one. There was one that caught my attention and I thought, ooh, I like that. You know, maybe I'm looking in a different one here. Oh, you know what? Maybe I was just looking at the widgets themselves. Templates. Yeah, I think this was the one. Items. Yeah. Yeah, look, it's got, I like this kind of look that's going on here. So I think I might take that. Let's bring one of those in. Let's see how well this might work for us. It's a little big. It's a lot big. Right? Let's... hang on. Let's get this right. Let's get this in the items panel. There we go. Whew. And see, 580 by 700. Let's start by doing this. It's a nice size, right? It's actually a little bigger still than I want. Well, we're going to work this. This is probably too small if we halve them again, right? Actually, it's not that bad. I mean, the content is terrible, but we'll fix that. Let's take a look. Come on, come on, come on. That's not a bad size. You can tack on that, right? Ship it. All right, let's work this a little. Let's take a look here. Let's call this newbie. Put some text in. Newbie higher rate. Font is going to be actually way bigger than I want it to be. Okay, it's going to need to be a lot smaller. It might actually end up being too small. That might be readable, actually. We'll see. So, okay, let's work through some of these other bits here. It's the font. Going to put the price at 1. the image. Gonna pull those over from from the Unity version. We'll get to that in a minute. But if we turn that off there, actually, you know, can I just... Let's just get it down to size. Oops. Not the one I wanted. Okay, may have to mess with this a bit more than I planned. All right, let's try this a different way. We are going to go with our library item. Shop item template. Pop up. Yeah, okay. You're going to give me the same thing, aren't you? I just know you are. Yeah. Okay, well, we'll keep working it. Let's start again. Price is 1. Quantity is 1. I wish it would update, and I feel like I'm missing something here because I really wish it would update here for me to see it. I feel like I'm doing something stupid and wrong. Right? Oh, maybe I'm just stupid and wrong. Let's take a look at this. Here's the tooltip text. Just want to see what that looks like. Okay, so I can just very simply put my explanation in there. Great. That's raise the rate of newbie hacker recruitment. That'll do. Perfect. Okay. All right. That was the easy bit. This is going to be a newbie recruitment rate. Button, newbie recruitment rate, right? Yeah. I'm going to grab some more coffee, folks. Be right back. And I'm back. Okay, so I'm actually wondering if I'm actually messing the whole thing here. If I just put the scowl, why didn't I do that before? Peter, why didn't you do that? Why didn't you all tell me to do that? All right, look, that's it. That's a whole stack easier, isn't it? All right. So let's make this. Let's make that 0.3 for right now. We're going to put these in a grid eventually. Oh gosh, is it doing it to me again? Unreal Engine, what do you got against me today on a Mac? Huh? I don't work for Apple. Don't take it out on me. All right. Let's put in here raise newbie higher rate. Excuse me. Okay. Okay. Not terrible. Let me find though. Gotta find. I haven't prepped these graphics, but they should be okay. I should be able to pull them straight over from Unity. He says confidently. Project hack assets, sprites. Panel images. No. Images. Icons. Hacker newbie. Yeah, that's what I want. Great. Okay. Let's organize some of this stuff here. Content. Graphics. Let's just bring that in. Please don't break. Thank you. Okay, good. So I should be able to do this. Okay, run it. Voila, as we say. Beautiful. All right. We're gonna clone this. Excuse me. Well, like I say, we'll put these in a grid eventually. This one is going to be raise professional. No. Okay. Professional. Increase. Professional. Per hire. There you go. That doesn't make any sense at all. We'll go with it. Let's take this one. We are going to take that one. There you are. Professional. You're the professional looking. Yeah, look, you got a suit and everything. Right? Excuse me. Oh, it's been a long week. All right. So this one is button. professional recruitment rate. As good a name as any. It's not going to cost 5,000 though. It is going to cost. It's going to cost some values. Where are my values? I can't see them. They're right there, staring me in the face, and I can't see them. There they are. Quantity 1. Price is, I think it was 10 dark web coins. All right. We're going to change the tooltip before I forget. Increase the rate of professional hires. Increase the rate of professional conversions. No. The word is higher. Increase the rate of professional hires per upgrade. Well, that'll do for starters. We're going to make those tooltips better. All right. Increase the rate of professional hires per upgrade. Raise the rate of newbie hacker recruitment. Okay. All right. You know, before I go any further, let's bring in all these icons here, right? So let's just do this in one go. Icon. We are missing a couple here. Professional, I need the master. Where are you, master? Newbie, professional, machine, network. It's got to be something somewhere, surely. Come on, where are you? Oh, you know, did I not? Maybe I used the same ones. We'll have to go back and look. Square. There's one called Square. Well done, Peter. Best name ever for a graphic. Okay, Square. Why would I call it that? Okay. Well, let's continue to put these in, and I will find that missing graphic at some point. It's got to exist somewhere. All right. Professional. Master hacker. Master. There we go. Increase masters per hire. Masters for hire. Oh yeah. Increase the rate of, I know where this is going. Master hires per upgrade. I know. We all knew that's what that was going to say, didn't we? Right. Yeah. There you go. All right. And we'll pull the values over from the Unity version when we get there. That's those three. There was three more, which was basically some machines. We have the graphic files, so we know what they are, right? Desktop machine, a network, and a whole bunch of other networks, because stuff. All right, let's see how badly this breaks if we create a second row, shall we? Right? I think it'll be okay. Winning. Hey, this guy NZ. I am. What did you have for dinner? Was it good? Here you go, this guy NZ. I'll show you how we're winning. Look at this. Not bad, right? Ooh, chicken katsu. Yeah. Nice, dude. Nice. By the way, everybody, this guy NZ lives in the future. It's Saturday for him. Well, actually, it's Saturday for me now. It's probably getting on for Sunday for him. Yeah. Folks, I want to give a shout out here for those who may be joining us. Check out this guy NZ's stream. He is working on a game called The Box. It's a lot of fun. And he is working on his prototype. And we are having some fun with that. Yeah. 6:40 p.m. So close. Yeah. See? Okay, so this one is going to be... we're not raising a rate here on this. Actually, yeah, we've increased professionals per hire. Masters, yeah. Increase. This one should be... by desktop machine is what this one should be. And I think we're going to put 15 because I just need numbers right now. And down here for the tooltip, by desktop machine using DWC, which as we all know is dark web coins. Dark web coins. I just like saying it. All right, where's my desktop machine? There it is. Dark web coins. Oh, I think I'm losing it. All right. There we go. Say it again. Okay, dark web coins. Buy a desktop machine using those things. Oh, this guy NZ. Anytime, buddy. You know that. All right. So this one is button by desktop machine because we like names that make sense. I'll put another one in here. What? Why does it? That's weird. All right, we're going to fix the layout of these. We're going to put these in a grid so that as I add and reduce, it'll just lay itself out. When we get there, that's what we're going to do. Right? What is that? Oh, yeah. I thought we had those locked off. No? We do now. Yeah. All right. This one is... network access one. So this is button by level 1 network access. All right. That might be a bit long for that. We'll see. By level 1 network access credentials. Yeah, credentials. Oh, actually, it fits nicely. Yeah. Dark web coins. I just like saying it at this point. Now I'm saying it to myself in my head. I really think the coffee might be kicking it. Ah, geez. Friday nights. Don't you love them? All right. And then put another one in here, which I think is level 2. Yeah. See, even I figured that out by myself. There we go. Um, 50. I didn't set the price on the other one, did I? These are just temporary. These are all going to come from a data source. So we'll fix those when we get there. Yeah. Right now, I just want to get something laying out to start to get a feel for how this is looking. All right, there you go. Bigger network. Yeah. And then one more. Actually, let's put it down next to this one since it's network. Button by root network access. Yeah, the big enchilada. That one is going to get you a lot of points. Maybe. Okay. Great. What we're going to do is wire everything up. These two buttons down here, temporary debug buttons, by the way. Don't ignore those. Just, they're not there. That's just for my benefit. Oh, look, we have 3.39. Aha! Hacker power. All right. Good. This ain't going so badly. Click all of these buttons. We're gonna... Oh, what the... What the... Oh, Unreal Engine, you're having a moment, aren't you? I can tell. Yeah. Wow, that was weird in a hurry, didn't it? All right, let's put our grid in. Okay. Clearly it wants me to have this uniform grid. Let's go with a uniform grid. This should be fun. I don't think I've used one of these before in Unreal Engine, so I'm gonna guess I put that somewhere. Please. Thank you. Take my buttons, put them inside the grid, I'm guessing. Oh, ship it. No. All right. Yeah, that's probably what we want. Size the content? No, no, no. I wonder what it looks like. Looks exactly like you thought it was going to look like. Okay. I'm thinking it needs some numbers here, right? Offsets, offset, offset. Offset should be over there. Yeah. Yeah, let's fix these. Okay. So some padding there, we'll get to that. Desired slot width 145. Desired slot height. I want to give it a little padding around each one. Yeah, that didn't do squat, did it? Child layout, blah blah blah. Funny that there's no size here, right? Am I missing this? No, that is not going how I thought it would. I could look it up, I guess, but well, that wouldn't be much fun, would it? What about, let's go back. Oh, see, it's really messed me up, isn't it? Yeah, it's really messed me up. Let's not do that. Maybe I will lay them out. But there is another one. What's it called? What's it called? Tile view? Maybe that was the one I was thinking of. Widget can't have children. All right. No entry widget class specified on this list. Even if doing custom stuff, this is always a required. All right, that is clearly not what I want. Maybe I will just lay them out. Bit worried though. If I start dragging these around, I'm going to get what I got last time. That did not go so nicely, did it? Oh yeah, ship it. Totally ship it. No, I knew that was going to do that. Honest, I really did. All right. They're on the screen for now. We can work with that. Save it. Now, what we can do here is start to wire some of this stuff up in a very rudimentary way. So for example, this one here is essentially this +1 higher rate button, right? So I'm just going to put this in the plan. And it is, I think, gotta find it. I know it's around here. Come on. There it is. Raise the newbie rate, right? So it's not going to cost us right now, but it will make it functional. So we'll go back. Let's take this button here. Let's get rid of that one. That should work the same. Granted, it's not going to cost us. Higher rate of 1, right? We'll click it a few times. Oh, it did not do it. Oh, it did that time. Okay, hold on. Click up there. No. Oh, look, I've got to click on this. Okay. If I click on that, that's unfortunate. That is not the way I wanted that to work. All right, click on that, go back. Yeah, okay, hold on. That is unfortunate. We may have to override that and make it work the way we want it to. Stake it. Yeah. Totally our thing, right? When we take our own code, folks, on this channel, when we take our own code, we call it staking it. It's a long backstory to that. Just know that it tastes good and juicy. Wow. I know. Friday nights, right? Let's see here. All right, well, we'll go with this for now and revisit that, I think, to make it better. Because you're kind of implying I can click on this, you see? And I actually can. It is responding to my click visually, but it's not actually doing anything. I got to click on the button down there. Not the end of the world, but I just don't think it's as visually obvious as tapping on the whole panel. Especially if I'm playing this on a phone or a tablet, any kind of touchscreen, I feel like I should tap the whole thing. That's just my opinion. Oh man, I'm devastated. I lost a follower. Wow, I suck. Yeah, I totally suck. That's what that is. Okay. And the reset game is just for my benefit. Don't really care what that looks like. Thank you, buddy. I still 298 don't suck. Can't possibly all be my mum. Okay, good. We have something now going on in the items panel. Progress. You only got 64. So yeah, but you got the box. When people learn about your game, the box, whoo, it's going to explode, dude. You're not going to know what to do with that infamy. Oh, yeah. Going to take the world by storm. All right. This actually, I mean, my goal here is, whilst it's not completely pretty, the folks who played the beta version of the solo game very much know how this game works. And so I feel confident that I could give them what I've got here. And they're totally, once I clean this up and make it work right, they're totally going to understand how this works because they've been playing the other one for, gosh, about a year. Yeah. You really just making all this up? Have you been watching my stream? You know what you're doing. You have learned a lot over time and you know it. Don't listen to him, folks. Don't listen to him. I have seen him struggle through Unity and he gets it. He refuses to give in and let Unity win, which is pretty much what I'm doing here, hopefully, with Unreal Engine. All right. Good. Good. That's good. All right. Oh, I dropped a couple of frames. Life must have got weird at some point here. Yeah. Okay. I feel like this might be a good place to leave this right now because it's 1 a.m. and I'm starting to feel tired. Even though I'm drinking this coffee, I'm starting to feel tired. But I'm trying to commit to working on Project Hack every Friday night live in front of you all. Not to say this won't be the only work that I do, but that I need my commitment to myself to be do something on this every week at least once. Yeah, you're too old for that. Escamina's back, everybody. Oh yeah. Yeah, 1 a.m. Well, I took a little nap after my day job earlier, and I'm wide awake for a little while, but now I feel it catching up with me. Yeah. So close, Escamina, but the spawn is the wrong one. Yeah. I totally should. You know, I should really maybe consider doing an overlay, cool overlay like this guy NZ did, but with the Endless Hurdles characters, right? I mean, it just makes so much sense, you know, especially a fatality. Yeah. All right. Save this. Um, the yeah, I think I might. Let me think. Is there anything obvious standing out right now? Look at all these nodes. Look at them. Nodes everywhere. You get a node. I get a node. Everyone's got a node. Yeah. You can make the roundhouse kick. Yeah, I'll make the roundhouse kick. Oh, you know what? I gotta make. If I do an overlay, I totally gotta have the moonwalk on there for this guy NZ, right? Since I've been so dang lazy and not got it in the game yet. Totally promising. I'm not. I haven't come through with it yet, but I'm committed to it. Yes, there you go. See, he wants to. If anything, he should be the only one that's allowed to moonwalk on the overlay. Yeah. Is it hard to do an overlay? I have no idea, dude. I'm gonna figure that out. Yeah. I I figure I could probably figure it out. Probably. I mean, if I've done all this other stuff, right? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. But you know, this guy NZ is real smart. Let's remember, he's a real smart guy, right? So he knows what he's doing. Yeah. See, yours integrates with Twitch, right? Yeah. Makes a lot of sense, right? All right. Let's save all before we go any further, right? I'm not smart. I just battle until I win. Hey, that's being smart, right? Not giving up is smart. Let me see. Do I need to add? Yeah, I got lots of files here. All right, let's add these files. We can stage all of these, I believe. Yeah. Added, upgrade, item basic panels, and icons. Yeah. There we go. Safely in source control. Yay. All right. Yeah, see, this is where we left it last time, right? Since then, we've upgraded. In the last day, I've upgraded the interface. I've put in the new panel here, started working on that. So that's good progress. That's good progress for maybe 4 hours work. Yeah. Yeah. All right, folks. It's been a long work week. Boy, I tell you, working on mobile apps is stressful. That's why this is a lot of fun. But we're gonna leave it here. I will be back, hopefully, according to my schedule. I will be back doing appy, swifty somethings, some kind of appy things on Sunday around the same time. Actually, I think it's an hour early on Sunday, 10 p.m. Central. So we're going to be doing that. No problem. You are all very welcome. Thank you, this guy NZ. This guy NZ, do you know when you might be streaming next? He says, sometime. Either way, folks, go follow him, right? Join our Discord as well. Go to this address, compile Swift. Don't put that in. .com. Thank you, autocorrect. Don't put that in. Discord. Join our Discord, folks. And you can always know what we're up to, when we're doing it, and join in all the rest of the fun too. Maybe tomorrow around this time. All right. Okay, cool. 20 hours ish. All right. Make note, folks. Yeah. And Escamina is needs to hold baby and can't do anything but watch streams. So we got him. We got him. He ain't going anywhere. He's just singing lullabies, bless him. Yeah. All right, folks. Let's see. Is anyone on? Anybody we can on here we can raid? Let's have a look. No, it looks it's looking all quiet at the moment. Wow, everyone else must be in bed. Yeah. All right, folks. Have a great one. Thanks for hanging out on this. It's nice to get back into this game. I'm totally committed to this game, even when it's just in the background sometimes. Have a great one. Catch up with you in a couple of days.